What is up, everyone? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beta AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. In this YouTube video, it is a quick tip video, and we're going to be going over on how to start up your music business. And this is mostly a quick way of breaking down how to successfully start up a business. A lot of this is covered material that a lot of people have said before. A great guy I listen to named Gary Vaynerchuk is a great guy to go out and listen to some of his stuff. But we're gonna go to the next slide. But so your music career is pretty much a business. If you're wanting to create a job out of your music business, or your music, being a producer, being an artist, that's a business. Anything that you pretty much treat as a way of earning some form of income can be a profession. And so when it's your profession, you can be a professional at it, and it will be your career. So you want to be able to treat your business professionally. And I see a lot of people's stuff, they don't really treat it professionally. Like, they'll say they're a rapper, singer, promoter, but they're not out recording 5 out of the 7 days a week or promoting events. They're not doing any of that. And they'll give you the excuses. Oh, I don't have money, I don't know where to do it. Dumbest excuse ever, in my opinion. We'll get to that real soon. So if you think that not having money is an excuse, we're gonna get to that real quick. But yeah, you gotta if you want to make it in this industry, you gotta make this a career, and that is a business. And yeah, and because it's a business, you can fail. God damn it, my phone always be going off in these videos. But the startup is the key, though. You want to try to succeed, but don't be upset when you fail. I've failed many different startups, many different things, and it sucks, but you don't literally fail until you give up. And figuring out the time is all dependent upon your priority for your business success. So people would say, oh, I don't have the time to do this and that, but it's all dependent, meaning it's all about priorities. So it's all about setting priorities on what you're wanting to get done. And part of the plan, the last part was don't quit your day job. And the point of that is you want to have a plan. If you quit your day job to go do your music production or whatever full time, how the hell are you going to support it? How are you going to fund it and such? So a lot of people want to jump in, but you need a job. Like, you need a safety net. And so having this plan will help you do that. It allows some slack in which you can utilize the time to help. So you want to get a job that has some slack. Now, this is where the Gary Vaynerchuk comes in. You want to get a job that allows some slack, in which in that slack period, like, and I don't know, I used to work at IHOP, and I was a cook, and I can't remember the exact times, but we had like 2 hours where like nobody would come in. And so in those 2 hours, I was going on Twitter trying to reach the people. I was writing stuff down. I had a notebook, and I would plan things out. I was going to work on stuff right out of my job. And so I'm putting in this overtime, and through this overtime, I'm developing this traffic in which is going to go over into my business. And my business is not going to have any traffic in the startup. More than likely not. Like, realistically, your business will not have any traffic in the beginning. So you got to plan it. So if you were to just jump right in, you're not going to make any money, more than likely. I'm going to keep saying more than likely, because someone's going to go out there and prove me wrong. But you don't want to make your bets on that. Now, we get the funding, which is kind of like the same thing that I've touched on. Your current work can generate revenue for you to sustain and any leftovers that you allocate to plan. So while you're working, so we're going to use IHOP. When you're working at IHOP, all that revenue that I generate that I don't need to pay for the car, to pay for the gas, to pay for my food, and all that other stuff, I can allocate that money over to my business. That's the whole point of it. I'm not going to be putting that money in weed or booze or parties and shit like that. I'm putting that money into something that's going to generate more money. That's the whole point of this. And that's why I was kind of saying, like, there's no excuse that you don't have money. If you're capable of getting a job, which you can get a job at the age of 15, I know that for a fact, with a worker's permit in the United States. I don't know about many other countries, but I don't know, if you're a teenager, you can go get a job. Don't be lazy. You can go get a job. And I also get people all the time messaging me, oh, I don't have money for this and that. Oh, I don't have money for this and that. To be completely honest, most of us do not care because we went through the hardships in the beginning on trying to get the money. Now, there are situations where you can understand where the person doesn't have money, but the money's always out there. It's just, what do you have that is worth for me to invest and such? And but if you have little leftovers, then you got to cut from your sustain cost. Like, is everything that you need to sustain needed? You gotta make sacrifices, and it comes down to priorities. So now I would probably say, if you have kids, that the food on the table for the kids is probably a little bit more important than building your business, which can fail. But you also want to, you don't let that discourage you, because you don't fail until you actually stop doing it, if that makes sense. I mean, and then we get down to full-time music, and once your business, or like your business's money, your new business equals or makes more than that hustle, that job that you were doing just to get the money for that business, then you can go full-time with your business and music. And this is when most people get tripped up. They just quit their job to go into music full-time, to realize that they didn't make any money and they spent hella money, and then they're fucked. That's ultimately what it comes down to. But you want that sustainability as well as a safety net for the startup period of your business, in which little money is guaranteed. And that's what I've been saying. No one is guaranteed to give you money in the beginning. Now, we cover a lot of this in our music consulting service on beta-at.com. Our music consulting service is how we break down, how are we going to go get this money with you, and how are we going to go do this and that. We break it down, everything. This is kind of like a big overview on how to start it up. Not exact definitions or defined points, but just kind of the overview that a lot of people actually don't understand. But you have the responsibility to make your business full-time. Now look how I did it. Response and then ability. And what that literally means is you have the ability to make a response and making your business full-time. That's all it is. It's honestly all it is. You have the ability to make a response. This is like your response on you deciding if you want to do it or not. And then what this does, helps protect you from failure. This whole process is to help protect you from failure, since it keeps you from jumping all in. And that's not the way to go. You don't want to jump all in until the money is there, until you have these safety nets and guarantees that are there. Because other than that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. 98% of startup businesses fail. And it's not because of the idea or the content, it's because of the execution, which I guess you could say is part of the content. But anyone is capable of doing it. But it requires the execution and passion. If you don't have the passion for entrepreneurship and business and music and all that shit, then none of this is for you. Honestly, you shouldn't even be going into this. Because if you don't have the passion or drive, then you're not going to win. And then you have to, this whole thing creates an incentive to work. gotta go work to go get some money to go put into your dream. It's your dream, not my dream. So I'm not gonna give you money for your dream. It's not my dream. It's your dream. So simple as that. So this is Andrew Rapier here. If you guys want more specified information, be sure to check out beatat.com. We have over 300 YouTube videos. It makes no sense to go anywhere else. Like, we got so many YouTube videos and we're uploading videos every single day, as well as tutorials and much more. And if you guys want to make beats like the pros, check the description. We always got good stuff down in the description. So yeah, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys.